Hello everyone and welcome to my podcast Raw in Wonderland. Today we're having a coffee with none other than Phil Stutz, the fascinating therapist whose unique tools and approach have helped many, including Hollywood actor Jonah Hill, who even made a Netflix documentary about him. But let me tell you, this documentary is way more than just a film. It's basically free therapy. If you haven't watched it yet, I would highly recommend it. And if you have, well, grab a coffee and let's talk about what makes Phil Stutz's method so powerful. Stutz is what I call a wounded healer. He doesn't just sit there in a fancy office and nod wisely. He shares his own struggles openly. And honestly, that's something I deeply respect. I don't know about you, but when I seek advice, I want it from someone who has been through real things, not just from someone who has read about them in textbooks. That's why I loved watching the dynamic between Stutz and Jonah Hill in the documentary. It's not just therapy, it's friendship, humor, and real human connection. It reminded me that the best kind of mentorship, coaching, or therapy happens when there is warmth, humor, and trust. Stutz is not the type to sit in silence for weeks waiting for you to open up. He cuts straight to the point. What do you want? Why are you here? I admire this direct approach because, let's be honest, sometimes we need someone to shake us up a little and say, enough overthinking, just do this and see what happens. He believes that when we are stuck, we don't just need understanding, we need action. And that's why he has developed practical tools to help people get unstuck. His approach is active, structured, and designed to create change right away. And here is the thing, his tools work like a first aid kit for your mind. He gives you a set of exercises and you use them whenever you need them. One of my favorite ideas from Stutz is the life force pyramid. Picture a triangle with 3 levels. First, the base, your physical health, sleep, nutrition, and movement. Second, the middle, your relationships, how you connect with others. And the third, the top, your relationship with yourself, self-reflection, and personal growth. He insists that if you are struggling, start from the bottom. Eat better, sleep well, and move your body. And you'll already feel a shift in your mental state. It's so simple yet so effective. Sometimes just a short walk or a nutritious meal can make all the difference. Another concept I love is what he calls stringing pearls. Basically, every small action you take is like adding a pearl to a necklace. Even if you skip a day, your previous pearls don't disappear. It's a beautiful way to think about progress. It's about consistency, not perfection. Feeling down? Take one small step. Feeling overwhelmed? Just do the next tiny thing. Stutz also talks a lot about how depression isolates us. When we feel down, we start pulling away from life, from people, from the things that once made us happy. And the solution? Be proactive. Reach out to a friend, plan a coffee date, or invite someone over. Even a short, casual conversation can pull you back into life. But here is the best part. You don't have to wait for someone to reach out to you. You make the first move, and that one small action can make all the difference. Stutz also has a fascinating concept called the shadow. It's that part of you that you don't want others to see. The insecurities, the parts you find embarrassing, the things you try to hide. But instead of running from your shadow, Stutz says, face it, talk to it, accept it. I laughed out loud at one part of the documentary where Jonah Hill had a cardboard cut out of his most awkward teenage self and he had to have a conversation with it. I mean, can you imagine talking to your most embarrassing version of yourself? If I had to do that, I would apologize my teenage self for all those cringy Facebook status updates. But jokes aside, radical acceptance is powerful. Instead of resisting who we are, we accept it and focus on what we can do today. At the core of Stutz philosophy are three undeniable truths about life. 1. Pain is unavoidable. 2. Uncertainty is constant. 3. There is no escape from effort. These things will always be there, no matter how much success, wealth, or love you have. But instead of fighting them, we can learn to work with them. And you know what? That's oddly comforting because it means we are all in this together. So, what's the biggest takeaway from today's Coffee with Phil Stutz? It's this: small, consistent actions create real change. The more we move, connect, and reflect, the more we build momentum. And momentum is everything. I hope you found something useful in today's episode. If you're interested in diving deeper, check out Stutz on Netflix or look up his book, The Tools. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, just try to take the next tiny step. Bye, guys!